Good afternoon, classmates. This is Tony, coming to you all to give you the information that you will need in order to book for the cruise. The cruise has been booked, and it will be taking place December 3rd through the 7th, 2026. That's December 3rd through the 7th, 2026. We will be departing from Jacksonville, Florida, and the itinerary is as follows. We depart from Jacksonville on the 3rd. Our first stop will be the Celebration Key. This is the Carnival private island. You will have a full day, 8 hours of fun and relaxation on the private island. There are bars on the island. There are food places on the island. You can either eat there or you can go back to the ship for your lunch and things of that nature. And then we will depart from Celebration Key and we will go to Nassau in the Bahamas. You will have a full day there as well uh, to walk around or drive around Nassau. Uh, if you've never been to Nassau, the key place for there is Atlantis. You have the opportunity to go there, walk around the hotel, and be on the beach at Atlantis as well. All right, so that is what we have set up. Um, Point of contact for the cruise when you call Carnival. Everyone is responsible for booking their own passage. If you need assistance in booking your passage, I'm quite sure any member of the uh, alumni committee can help you make that. If you contact me or if you contact Trista or contact Katrina, we would be glad to help you if you've never had to make these reservations before. The point of contact at Carnival, his name is Aaron Santos. He is our personal cruise professional. Uh, he is handling our entire booking. Uh, you can get in touch with him at 1-305-599-2600, extension 83397. I will be posting all of his information on the class website once I finish this. Um, when you call into Carnival and say that you want to book the cruise for these dates, please let them know that you're with the Fairfield Central High School class of 1991. They're going to ask you for a password that will get you into that booking. That password is Griffins 91. All right. Again, for that booking, the password is Griffins 91. Because we're doing this so early, you can make your deposits at any time. While this is going on right now, they're offering $50 per person per room. Okay. Uh, Please let them know how many rooms that you need, and please also let them know how many occupants you're going to have. If you're going to plan on going and you don't want anyone in the room with you, you must pay double occupancy. So that means you're paying for two people in that room, even though it's just one person. All right. Deposits can be made at any time. You can make them all the way up until departure date, uh, until the last payment is due date. I'm sorry, in September of 2026. That date is September the 19th, 2026. That is when your final payment is due. That is the last day to book a room as well. Deposits can be made. Again, like I said, remember that your deposit is non-refundable. Okay, so if you pay, make sure that you're able to go. Now, we all know things can and will happen during the course because we're doing this so far out. But just want to let you know that $50 is non-refundable. Now, however, if you pay more than the $50, for your deposit, you are able to get a portion of that back, but you cannot get the deposit back. That goes on a account where you can use that within the next following year. So if you do not, if you pay your deposit and you do not go, and you need to get your deposit attached to uh, another booking before the end of 2027. They do not give them back. They give it back as a credit or toward another uh, booking if you so please to. So be mindful of that when you lock in uh, your rate and be mindful of that when you lock in your booking. Okay. The other thing is uh, make sure that you are intending to go before you sign up. You have plenty of time. This cruise is a year and a half away. You have plenty of time to make up your mind if you want to go or not. Again, the final payment for this cruise is September the 19th. We will continue to have information sessions on this as we go through all of this year and all of next year. All right. So again, because the cruise is not full yet, you can pick wherever you want to be. I did not um, block off specific rooms for us because of the fact the cruise is wide open. You can stay wherever you want to stay on the cruise. If you like the upper decks, that is it's more than welcome. They are wide open. The lower decks and the middle decks are for folks more if you've never been on a cruise or if you are easily seasick. Those might be the best places for you because of the fact just how the boat maneuvers in the ocean. So right now, when you call in, you can choose whatever deck you want to be on, whatever destination. If you want to be toward the front, toward the back, toward the middle, all of that is wide open. So again, if you intend on going, take advantage of the opportunity. Because it's early, you can go ahead and get a lot of this stuff out of the way. All right. Uh, Again, if you never cruised before, we will be making opportunities to have certain things. If you ask questions, we will let you know. All right. So the prices for this cruise are as follows. All right. Interior rooms, $429. This all prices include all fees and taxes. So there's no additional charges that you will have to pay for the cruise itself. Unless you want specific packages like the drink package, the soft drink package, that's separate from the actual price of the cruise. And also, your parking is separate from the price of the cruise as well. Uh, you will be able to park down there, but make sure and keep in mind that when you park for the cruise, you have to cover 4 days of parking. All right. So again, interior rooms right now are $429. Ocean view rooms is $489. If you want a balcony room, it's $784. And if you want a suite, is $894 per person. All right. So the amount that you pay is based on the amount of people that's in your room. If it's only two folks in your room, wherever you decide, that is that price. If you decide you're bringing extra folks, which is perfectly fine, we want to make sure everybody goes and has a good time. You do not have to be a member of the class of 91, but you do have to be able to, if you're going to use our booking, you're going to have this information in order to get those prices. Okay. The other thing about it is we welcome if additional folks want to go and travel because this is all just big have fun opportunity and we want everybody to come out and have fun. All right. So when you're doing your booking, you want to make sure you let him know how many rooms you need at that particular time. If you bring in additional folks, let them know at that time. You also need to know how many people are in each room, and that will set your pricing for that room. All right. The other thing that you're going to need to know, they need to have what their legal names are and also have their real ID ready. Everybody should have a real ID right now because of the fact that was the law that put in and it went into effect this year. So everybody should have their driver's licenses checked and uh, with the gold star on it. That's the real ID. Again, if you're going to have a single occupancy room, you must pay for uh, two folks to be in that room to get the single room to yourself. All right. Um, if you end up backing out before the last payment is due, you will only get the credit back. You will get some of your money back, but you will not get the deposit back if you have to back out for any specific reason. Now, what you can do is let someone know if somebody is able to go in your spot. That's a change to the booking itself, and that can be done through the same person. Mr. Aaron Santos will be able to handle that with you and get you settled. If you have someone that will take your booking or finish paying it off, or that's totally up to you on how you would like to handle it. Also, if you have, you say you got 4 people going and they have to back out for any specific reason, you need to let them know as quickly as possible so they can make arrangements if that person has to back out. Uh, Once your deposit is paid, you will start to receive emails and information about the cruise. Remember, you are responsible again for making your own booking. But again, like we said, we will be able to assist you if necessary. We want to make sure that everybody has a streamlined process as possible and no one is getting overwhelmed by it because if this is your first time, it very well can be overwhelming because there's so many different things that you have to do in order to get this done. Uh, Also, looking at it, because of where we're going, just only to the Bahamas, you will only need, if you do not have a passport, you will only need a long form birth certificate. Right now, if you do not have your long form birth certificate, you can go to Columbia down on Bull Street at the Department of Health and Human Services. Used to be the DHEC building, but they've changed the name again. So, but you can go there, you can get your loan form, uh, birth certificate from there. The cost is $15. That is necessary if you want to get on the boat and leave without having to pay any money for the passport. If you do want a passport, I advise you to get it early. It's been taking some folks longer. They've been inundated with a lot of requests since COVID has been over. So it takes a little longer than what it normally takes. But for the most part, they tell you about 6 weeks. But for the most part, you get it back in a month. But don't wait till the last minute. If you want a passport right now, if you get it online, it's $130. Uh, or if you need a passport card, it's $30. Okay, so it's the same process. The passport card is like a mini uh, credit card size, like your driver's license. It allows you to go on and off the boats without any issues. And like I say, it's $30 if you need it for a child. Minor passport card is $15. The minor passport is $110. So those can be done at specific post offices. You have to see if the post office in your area allows for the signing up of the passport, or if you already have one, check and make sure that your expiration date has not expired. If it has expired, what you have to do is fill out a new form and send the old passport back, and it will be about 4 weeks to get it redone, and it's about 100, and I think that one is $110 to get it renewed uh, if you've let it run out. All right, so you can do it at that, but all post offices do not do this. You have to find a specific one in your area that does the passport application, or you can do it online and follow all of the information that needs to be done and get that done. Okay. As far as when you get on the boat, all gratuities, uh, you can when you do your booking, they will ask you, do you want to pay your gratuities up front or do you want to pay once you get on the boat? You have to keep in mind, you can have this changed at any point while you're on the boat, but at the same time, you got to understand these folks are working for tips. So if you're going to pay your gratuities up front, you pay that up front. There's nothing to it. But you have to remember, if you're going to wait and pay when you're on the ship, you have to pay your gratuity before you leave the ship when it docks back in Jacksonville after the trip. Um, So that's another thing, but we'll have information sessions discussing that while we go through. For the booking for everyone, there's an opportunity for your dinner time. They're going to ask you about that. I set the dinner for 6 o'clock. You can either choose 6 o'clock, or you can choose the 8:15 option, or you can choose the anytime option. The reason why we chose the 6 o'clock, at least one of those nights during the cruise, we're going to have a class night per se, celebrating the 35th anniversary for the crew for the class on the cruise. They're gonna, as soon as I get the additional information on that, as far as uh, where they're going to have this set up for us, whether it be in the main dining room or in one of these private dining rooms that they have for us. I will let you all know as we get closer to that date, but we are working on that as well. Uh, but if you don't even want to have dinner or anything with us, that is perfectly fine. Once you get on the cruise, there's no mandate that you have to be with your classmates. If you want to be off and doing your own thing, that is perfectly fine. We just want everybody to get together, come along and have a good time. That's the biggest thing. All right. Um, but again, we will have uh, one night where it's all about us. We will have specific attire for that. That will be in a later posting, and that will we'll make that decision as we get closer to that time. So we want everybody to look nice and everybody have their elegance showing. Additionally, if you want drink packages, again, that's separate from your booking. You can ask about those while you're doing your deposit. So you can start looking at what your fees and everything will be at that time. Again, when you park at the terminal, you got to make sure that you are covered for 4 days. We leave on Thursday, we come back Monday morning. The reason why we did that, it was the easiest thing to do because all the other cruises were during the week. Didn't want anybody to have to take an exorbitantly amount of time off for the cruise. All right. Now you are allowed to bring either 750 milliliters of champagne or 750 milliliter, which is one bottle, wine when you go per person. You cannot bring any plastic bottles of whatsoever, whether it be water, soda, or anything. Those will not be able to be brought onto the ship. You can, however, bring a carton of sodas, one per person, one 12 pack uh, per person onto the cruise. Again, no water is allowed, no plastic bottles or plastic containers of any kind are allowed to be brought onto the ship. Again, if you need assistance with anything, please let us know. We will be glad to help you with anything that we need. And I'm just want to make sure I got everything covered on this. Uh, and I will attach the documentation to the posting once I'm able to put this up, and you can look over that as well. Uh, and it has all of these things. It has Aaron's contact information, so you can get directly to him at any time. If you text him, it has his text information. It also has his direct line, so he will take care of us the entire time. Um, until we finish the booking and we actually leave. So if you have any questions, you don't have to call Carnival. You can call directly to him and he will get you squared away. All right. Again, we will, as a committee, be having information sessions uh, on this as we go through. And we hope to see all of you. We really want you all to come have a good time. 35 years is a long time to be out of high school. Sometimes I see it, or I know sometimes I feel it, but at the same time, I just want to have the opportunity, for let's go out here with our families, with our friends, enjoy ourselves. have a good time and look forward to it. I hope all of you all take advantage of this opportunity. Let's go next year, enjoy ourselves. I hope all of you all continue to support everything that we're doing as a committee, what we have for the rest of this year and what we have going into next year. We want to make sure that all of you all uh, have the opportunity to voice your opinions. And we want to make sure that all of you all have an opportunity to at least take in some of the activities that we have planned. Um, Invite again. You're able to invite other folks who want to come with you. You want to take anybody. That's not a problem. Just make sure that uh, they use the booking so they can get the same pricing that we're getting, and also see where uh, they want to be during um, the cruise itself. So take advantage of it. Again, do not hesitate to ask any questions. We'll be glad to help you all. And again, let's just go have a good time and everybody just enjoy themselves. All right. If you need anything else, reach out to a committee member and we'll be glad to help you. All right. Thank you. And looking forward to seeing each and every one of you on the cruise. All right. Bye bye.